It's 1950. My wife and I find ourselves at Chicago's Northwestern Station, awaiting the train that will take us on the remainder of our journey back east to NYC. America has yet to institute cross-continental travel by rail that doesn't require a transfer along the way. As the train is pulling into the station, I notice her. She's standing there dressed in what I can tell is obviously a designer outfit. Probably it was designed by Christian Dior, a vastly popular designer of the day. Her cream-colored silk jacket is perfectly fitted to show off her petite figure. The skirt that she wears is silk as well. It is black and pleated with wide, knife-sharp pleats that run the length of it. It is full and long, hiding what I am sure are wonderful legs. Black suede heels and matching purse with black leather gloves complete the outfit. Unlike most women of the day, she wears no hat. Why does this lady capture my attention and imagination? Is it her shiny black hair that is wound elegantly on her head, her tiny figure, or is it her eyes? The eyes of someone sad, I'd say at first glance, but maybe not sad. There's a note of adventurousness in those deep brown eyes that seems to be giving away what is really inside. The train comes to a stop in the station. I watch her as attentively as I can get away with as she boards. She carries herself in her train case with poise and confidence as she ascends the steps and hands her ticket to the porter. I am sure she noticed me during the wait. While my wife is talking endlessly about the relatives that she is looking forward to seeing, I can only nod and continue to stare as unobtrusively as possible at the stunning little woman in silk. Who is she? Where is she heading? Several times I notice that she looks up and turns her head as if she is waiting for someone. She finds me instead. Our eyes meet, and we hold each other's gaze a second or two before she turns away. As sure as I've ever been of anything, I am positive the looks have an inviting meaning to them. I feel my cock harden at the thought of it. It's 1950, and the sexual revolution has yet to hit. Never in my wildest imagination or fantasies would I even entertain the possibility that a woman, a complete stranger, would indicate an interest in the level of intimacy with me that I and my hard cock am imagining. Nice, well-dressed, very poised women such as this one don't do that sort of thing. But I'm sure her eyes aren't hiding her desires. Could she really be the exception to the rule? After my wife and I settle into our roomette, complete with toilet and sink, I head off to the dining car for dinner. The woman that I saw on the platform seems to be nowhere in sight. My thoughts, however, don't seem to be able to forget her. While settling into our roomette, I had remained so aroused that I made advances to my wife. She, as usual, gives me an
Oh, honey, not now. We have to get to the dining car.
excuse. I compose myself the best I can while thinking of feasting, not on the dining car fare, but on the intriguing woman from the platform. Sex in my marriage is as it is expected to be, once a month or so in the most normal and ordinary of ways. Nothing compared to the things that I have been imagining that the lady in silk had on her mind on the platform earlier. With dinner over, my wife and I head for the passenger seats. Each of us reads a while before she says she is tired and heading off to sleep. The usual peck on the cheek is all the intimacy I could hope for tonight. As gentlemen of that time do, I stand as my wife rises and heads for the end of the rail car. As she leaves through one end of the car, heading toward our room, the lady from the platform enters from the other. I don't see her at first, but as I settle back into my seat, a faint scent of the most amazing fragrance I've ever smelled causes me to turn my head. The inviting eyes meet mine again as they had earlier in the day. Quickly gathering my composure, I slide over to the window seat. Clearly, I'm leaving the aisle seat for someone. The hardness of my long, thick cock knows who. I barely have the opportunity to open my newspaper again when the scent gets closer, and I find that the lady is sliding into the seat to my right. She hasn't said a word. She hasn't questioned if my wife is returning or if I want to be alone. Her knowing gaze moves from my eyes to the bulge in my otherwise baggy gray trousers. My invitation for her to join me is obvious. Still, I am shocked when she does. I am also shocked that so much obvious attention has been given to my state of arousal. No woman in my life has ever been so free with her recognition of my penis. With her handbag in her lap, she removes her gloves, making it possible for her to open the magazine that she is carrying. I notice the cover. It is Vogue. She crosses her legs, and I can't keep from looking and imagining. Should I speak? Will she? I decide to look out of the window to avoid being too obvious in my desire for her. She, however, is being far more obvious. Her magazine slides, I decide intentionally, to the floor. Without a word, she places her left hand on my right thigh to steady herself so that she can reach down with her right to retrieve the magazine. I can't help noticing when she leans over that the V-neck jacket she's wearing has pulled away from her chest. I peer down it, hoping to enjoy a glimpse of the satin and lace that surely covers her small but noticeable breasts. To my surprise, her breasts are not covered by any such undergarments. In fact, they are completely bare underneath her jacket and blouse. This can't be happening, but it is happening. As she rights herself from retrieving the magazine, she very deliberately slides her left hand up my thigh. My cock hardens more. With 10 inches at its fullest, it is difficult to hide when I'm aroused. Her hand rests on it for much longer than could be considered an accident, and both of us know it. It is only a moment, but it is a most deliberate moment. She never gave me a chance to help with the magazine, and she still has yet to speak. Her hands quickly return to her reading material, but her gaze fixes itself on mine. Both of us seem to be trying to determine what to do next, although I am certain that she knows exactly what she wants to do. She tilts her head down as if she is reading. She squares her shoulders and recrosses her legs. Reading for me is quite out of the question now. What should I do? But it is happening.